Sup, guys? Welcome to the California Armwrestling Podcast, hosted by the Savage Armbenders. We have Spencer Pow Pow, Zach Pow Pow, and yours truly, Jaden Smith. And today we're just talking about some California arm wrestling, so I'm going to let Spencer take it off.
But first, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Can't forget that.
So, this being our first podcast for California, we want to pretty much just explain and talk about everything California arm wrestling, right? That means tournaments, practices, mega practices like they like to call them. You know, trying to get a little bit of mixture between NorCal and SoCal to kind of combine us, you know what I mean? Because you got some people, a lot of podcasts coming out from SoCal and a little bit of here and there from the NorCal region, but we kind of want to make everybody combined, you know, to make sure us NorCal people are pulling up to SoCal events and likewise, you know, because we'd like to see all those guys come a little bit over this way more, but we got to make sure we're coming out, pumping out some iron on that SoCal region also, you know. So
Not only is California a family for arm, or not only is arm wrestling a family, but California should start kind of treating themselves or like each other as more of a family, which we do. You know, like we got that competitive brotherhood with North versus South.
Right.
But like we got to get more kings out of just North America. Like like we got Devin Larrett, like and then you guys know the rest. Like Dave Chafee, Todd Hutchings.
The Jerry Cataret's kind of.
Yeah.
Dave Chaffee's stud, but.
Well, I mean, he's a well-known
he's a great name.
from,
He's a great known name.
But also, we're trying to get we young
want
generation.
California right now.
We
We
newer
want to pump out
generation.
California
It's all the same, you know, people. But we're trying to fill that gap. We're trying to, you know, be
California's
the bridge.
too big for us not to be coming together a little bit more. And also, we need some information. We need to know arm wrestling, where the tournaments are, locations, dates better. Because I guess Facebook, Instagram is just not doing it enough. I want to say
it's not too hard to follow.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like I mean, like I don't even know where to look, and like you know, Jody messages me personally the tournaments, and then also Santino will let me know certain tournaments, and then you guys let me know tournaments, but I don't even know where to look them up. So like I have to imagine that it's hard for you guys too. Anybody that's even trying to get into arm wrestling or is in arm wrestling, it's not that simple. And hopefully this can become an easier space for that to happen, and also to just kind of create this or a bigger community where it's easier to just check up what's happening, you know, like while you're working on the go.
So come lock in right here at the CAPcast, California Arm Wrestling Podcast, man. And this is it. You'll get all your California information. And let's just dive into it, huh? Let's just keep it super simple today. Keep some info in. That way next week we'll follow all the tournaments. And then like the Kokupa, all those, you know. We got the Evo tournament coming up, and we'll run through all of those next week.
But with that being said, also let us know if we're missing a tournament, super practice, super match, challenge series. Yeah. Anything we're missing, let us know, fill us in, because we want to bridge that gap. You know, we want to be there to voice what we're doing and what is going on in California, because there's not enough promotion, there's not enough talking about it, so it's always good to, you know, start it up.
Yeah, or even if we get anything wrong, like throw some criticism, you know, like that's how we're going to grow and make this space better for all of us. And, you know, hopefully we'll even be able to produce some videos of just training ethics, like polling on the table, get some some cool exclusive interviews with some like old timers, you know, guys that like
some legends.
Yeah, legend. That's better. That's a better term. But
yeah, the ones that paved the way a little bit. You know what I mean? The ones that stomped the footprints to even follow the path. So we want to get more into that and all that. And that, with that being said,
with that being said, let's continue.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about Slaughterhouse, huh?
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of it, quite a bit actually, but Zach, you watched a little bit?
Yep, it was pretty good.
I didn't get to see any of it, but I was invited there, and I was supposed to poll against Brent Legacy. But either way, I wasn't able to make that one. Just had some previous engagements, and then just time wasn't working out. But it looked like, or it sounded like it was an awesome venue, and then they just showed me something. So that looked like it was. That looked like that was a ton of fun. Yeah, I should have went, but I mean,
I hope
even
Kane
if
keeps that annual, because that was as a team event, that's something I'd be down to jump in, get a hotel for that weekend, and just kick ass and have a good ass time with those guys.
Oh yeah, no, it looked great. It looked great.
It looked dope.
Fun spot.
So one of the first matches, I don't know if it was the first or one of the first that I did watch, and I was really attracted to, was the Zacatropes and the Brendan Swell, I think his name is. Young kid coming out of Alpha Empire.
That's right.
Alpha Empire. Where is Alpha Empire?
Alpha Empire's a SoCal group. It's Derek Smith's guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they got the whole little Alpha Empire, they got their whole little branch of mother freakers and whatnot. I think they got like E.T., the guy, the fucking motorcycle.
Arm wrestling whisperer.
Arm wrestling whisperer.
Oh.
They got that guy. Bunch of guys, dude. I think they got like
got a big team.
They got an army of pullers. Anyways,
dang.
This kid's a stud. I think he's been pulling a year and a half. I want to say or something. I think that's what I heard. But stud. Dude looks like a little muscle hound. He looks like a pit bull.
How big is he? Like height and just stats, I guess.
I think he's in the 205 range. I think
he's definitely in 205 range.
I think he's 205 range because Zach
we seen him compete when we went to January.
Oh yeah,
UAL in January.
He's ranked number 12.
Oh, nice.
And this was actually a ranked match, 11 and 12th. So Zacatropes is ranked number 11.
Mm-hmm.
And Zacatropes, I think it was his first tournament when it was our first tournament in Patterson. What was it? Yeah.
I don't know if it was or not, but I remember pulling
He's
him.
a stud. Zacatropes
was my first tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing him and pulling him, and he had a team behind him, and I was like, oh,
True
man,
Grit.
this
True
guy's
Grit.
strong.
Shout out to True Grit. I don't know if they're all together for sure. I think Josh Sasso was in that. Some other guys, But yeah, True Grit. Anyways, the match was good. The match was real good.
The match was really good. The match was back and forth. It was a close match. I'm pretty sure Brandon was actually looked like it was going to be an upset at first until Zach brought it back.
Yeah.
Zach caught him.
Yeah, exactly.
And just snatched him, brought it all the way back. Like
Yeah,
a savage.
Brendan had it at first. Boom, he's a muscle hound. And then I think the last 3 matches, Zach just put that experience on him. And Zach doesn't look physically like he's a murderous type of dude until you see his face, and then you're like, oh shit, what's up with that Stone Cold Killer right there?
Just kind of straight.
Yeah, then I think he has the mullet too, so he's got that Joe Dierte look and stuff. So.
Dude's got a mullet now.
Yeah,
like this is painting an interesting
he kicked that.
picture
Yeah,
for
he
me.
ended up kicking Brendan Swell's hiney.
Oh man,
Respectably
Close
though,
match.
because close-ish at first, but with a little more, more work, Brendan's gonna be.
Was it like hook versus hook or?
Man, no, it was
I think
if
it was
I'm
a
running
classic
off of,
match of a hook versus top roll.
Oh, so Zach's the top roller.
I can't remember.
I'm not
Zach's
100%.
his side when he can contain, and then his side pressure, boom, drops on him.
Oh,
He's really good at containment, finding his spot,
Yeah.
and then engaging.
Right.
But he's probably a little bit longer puller than said gentleman. You know what I mean, Brendan Swell.
Right.
But yeah, I like that match. That match was fun. I love watching Zacatropes pull. Anyways, you know what I mean, like North versus South. Watching him pull. I think we went together at what was the last one we went to in SoCal? Cal State, right?
Yeah, January.
Yeah, watching him pull. That was really
No,
cool.
he wasn't there. Brandon was there.
Brandon Swell. Oh, that was Brandon Swell. Yeah. Right.
But that was a really good match. What about that Michael Brown match?
Oh, we're just jumping straight into that.
let's
Let's talk about Michael Brown and Scott Wynn.
We could talk about that.
Because Scott Wynn is number 9 left-handed in California,
Right.
ranked wise, right? But I don't
Right?
think Michael Brown left. But Michael Brown steamrolled him, man. Scott making moves win. I love Scott making moves win. I love watching him pull. He's a great referee. But man, did Michael Brown make him look his age, dude? Are we not gonna speak on that, Blair?
Yep.
Because you watched the match, right?
I watched it.
Yeah, and I personally thought Scott was gonna whoop his dog out. I thought he was gonna spank him like a dog.
Sorry, I
And he
missed it.
ended
So
up
you're
not.
talking about Michael Brown.
Michael Brown, Scott Wynn.
Scott Wynn.
Making moves win.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I didn't think he was going to sweep him. I thought it was going to be closer than what it was. Definitely thought it was going to be a back and forth. But man, just after seeing that, I was like, yep, man. It's hard because Michael Brown is putting in the work, and he's also super intense.
Well, I know
puller.
Michael Brown's a maniac.
Yeah, super intense puller. So if you're not bringing that energy right when you walk to the table, even Scott having all that experience, makes a big difference when somebody is not there to play. Like, when somebody's screaming in your face, it hits a little different,
Oh, it hypes me up.
And also, he had 2 matches that day,
yeah.
right? So he was fired up because that was his first match.
Yeah, that was his first match.
Yeah, I guess 2 matches isn't too crazy.
And his second match, let's get into that.
Was it both like one arm?
No, I believe
the other one was right-handed. The other guy's name was, I'm gonna butcher it, Aguz, I think it was, Khan, and then Michael Brown.
I mean, Khan always sounds cool.
Right,
Khan.
right.
I kind of like that. But yeah, so that match itself was cool. Homeboy Khan, he looked right.
This guy Khan, I don't know too much about him.
I want to say I thought he traveled over from Turkey or something crazy, but I could be super wrong. I don't know. I'm not
The thing is, though, I don't know if he knew who Michael Brown was. Maybe he just randomly asked for a match and got that.
Just called him out on the day.
Yeah, it's possible, but that was a crazy show out. Between
that
them
was
two,
fire, dude.
Back and
the match was
forth.
stupid fire.
Shout out to you guys, man.
Yeah, shout out to Mike Brown and Aguz Khan, man.
Yeah, I always get freaked out whenever I see hands in this position and they're really leaning into it. Like, I'm always like,
especially when you see Mike Brown's bicep is popping out of his goddamn arm.
It looks like it's literally trying to run away from him.
Yeah, I was scared for a second, but you know what? I know Mike Brown is a puller, and I'm like, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
I mean, like, when you can see that somebody can get in that position, they can really, like, crank on it, you're like, you're a real arm wrestler. You are, like, your bones
definitely
are
hit
tested.
a bit different.
Yeah, you different. Oh, like, you different than the, like, amateur puller, absolutely. Whatever. You get what I mean.
So that I want to say, match of the night.
Oh,
That's not, I wasn't there, but I know for sure. There's one match for sure I know I want to talk about, and we will talk about, that probably lit the crowd up a bit more. But this match for me was my favorite match to watch.
Right.
Visually, I loved it. I loved the way that one dude
this
just
is the
cracked his
Aguz
ass.
one, right?
Aguz versus Mike Brown still. I like the way Aguz just cracked his ass, but I thought he was a little cocky because he caught him and he's like, "Oh, Mike Brown, you ain't gonna do it. You ain't gonna do it."
well, when you beat somebody 2 times,
but that was the second match when he did that. When he's like, "Hit."
Right.
And then Mike's like, "All right, motherfucker."
Yeah, and then he went
and then
into
that
that-
third
he
one,
went
he's
into
like,
that
"Oh
press.
shit!" Sometimes you just gotta know when to drop the hammer on these fools, man. Let them know. And
But
then
Mike dove into that press,
Yeah.
and you could tell that
that's why, exactly.
Like Khan was just tired.
Yeah, you're not always ready for that.
I guess if you're losing, you're now a goose. If you're winning, you're Khan.
You're not So let me get into this one because I like this one. I don't know if you for sure watched this one.
Well, hold on. If you guys want to watch these matches, check out Kane Fontecchio's page.
Yeah, Kane Fontecchio, YouTube. Subscribe, like, and subscribe his page also. Super dope content.
I'll even throw a link for them in the bio.
So all these matches we're talking about, you guys can check them out.
Kane Fontecchio, this is the Slaughterhouse event that I think it happened like 2 weeks ago or something like that.
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, so maybe three weeks ago. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little back.
3 weekends ago.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter because it's not like you'll know exactly when we filmed this.
So let's go Daniel Villalobos. You guys ever heard of Daniel Villalobos?
Yeah.
I've
seen him.
Yeah,
all I know is Lobo is a really cool DC villain.
How about Jorge Villalobos?
Definitely.
Jorge Lobos?
Jorge Villalobos?
No, that doesn't strike a...
Meet the Parents?
Meet
the Fockers.
Yeah, no, I remember those
I was
movies,
just
but
playing
it's not like
Villalobos,
I don't...
Anyways, let me start off by saying Villalobos is a stud. Daniel's a stud.
Yeah,
I see him all the time because I watch you guys out there in SoCal because I want to go out there too, but I can only
we
watch
want
you
to put
guys.
the hurt on you,
I
too.
can only watch you guys from so far, you know what I mean? But he's out of Alpha Empire. I don't think he's ranked right now. I didn't see him on the rankings.
Alpha Empire, what team is that?
Derek Smith's guys.
Same
one
thing?
as Brendan Swell.
Oh.
Yeah.
I must have mixed up the name in my own mind trying to remember it.
No, they got a herd of pullers, dude. So, anyways, it was him versus, I think his name was Brendan or Marshall Shortridge. Shortridge.
Yeah,
So this first one they had, I think it was the left-handed match, which Marshall Shortridge is ranked number 6.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Marshall's pretty strong. I remember seeing
Marshall's
him
really
at
strong.
January at UAL.
Yeah.
And I know I've heard that he's been killing it.
He's
I don't
hella
know too
tall.
much about him personally, but he looks good. He looks like a stud, man. But I know that dude Daniel Villalobos is another stud, so it was a good match. I didn't watch the match, so I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I watched the match. Unfortunately, Daniel left-handed that dude Shortridge is a stud.
Yeah, but this
Kind of
match,
steamrolled him left-handed.
this match he just came up short.
Yeah, he came up a bit short. He came up short, man. Villalobos did. But
But my bad.
but Shortridge is number 6 left-handed. With that being said, I'm gonna
I was
and
misled.
also
I was misled.
drop in the comments how many times we said. With that being said,
With that,
let's see how many times we got that because I know I heard Zach say it once, twice.
Oh, take a
Probably said it
shot.
like 10
take a
times.
shot every time.
Yeah,
you
take
hear
a shot
that.
every time because I
Yeah.
probably will.
And if you don't drink, then take a shot of water.
Stay hydrated.
That'll work.
Yeah, prune candy.
Yeah, spring's coming. Stay hydrated. Either way, let's move on.
Man, so Daniel Villalobos ended up
Villalobos.
fighting his ass right-handed, right? Shortridge. Daniel fired his ass up, boy. Daniel came back hard, lit the crowd up, dog. You guys didn't watch the match. I'm watching the match, and every match, because he came blasting.
Was it very back and forth?
Yeah, it was a fight for a little bit in the match.
Uh-huh.
But then Daniel just got it, and he let him know. He let him know. He said, boom, after he put, this is, right hand is different. Right hand is different, boy.
And Shortbridge is like 6 left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, left, but he came up short right-handed, playboy. Short.
And what weight is this?
That's a good question. I want to say
in
it's
there
like
185s.
205. Was it 185? Yeah, because
205.
Shortridge is hella skinny.
Man.
I mean, yeah.
But he's tall. He's
taller
tall.
guy.
He's really tall. That's why. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So 185, huh? That's why he's not Daniel Villalobos. I didn't see if he was ranked or not on the
Well, I mean,
UAL.
I would have to imagine for Shortbridge to take the match that he would have to be ranked.
No. Shortridge was ranked left-handed, but the right-handed match, I don't know if he was or.
Oh, okay.
He could have
okay,
been.
Okay.
You know what? Let me see.
Is there any other matches that stood out to you from the Slaughterhouse?
Oh yeah, Shortridge is number 9. So probably Daniel Villalobos. I don't know if he's ranked or not, but I know Kane is really into it. So he.
Well,
could
you weren't
probably
able
talk
to see it
somebody.
there?
Where?
Oh, never mind. I thought you had the ranking page up.
Oh no, I didn't do the. No, I didn't do the. I just tried to see who I watched the matches of, and I tried to drop a little rank on them for majority of the people. You know.
Right. Oh,
But
that's a good idea.
yeah, that was super dope to watch Daniel come back like that. Because after getting your ass whooped, you know what I mean, left-handed. Let's be honest, it's fun. But when you come with the right hand, you're winning money right-handed.
Well,
you know
there's
what I mean?
so many people that are right-handed. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason I don't compete left-handed is just because it's not that I'm not training it. It's just that my muscle connection is just not there, and I'm waiting until it gets there. Because once it gets there, then I mean, obviously, I'm going to be competing left-handed.
Right.
When my right hand, when my right arm, it stays connected, and even though I'm just a bad arm wrestler, it just it feels right. It feels like everything's loaded properly, and just all my muscles feel in the right place. Left-handed, it's like my bicep fires and my lat fires, and then maybe my cup will start to try to activate, but there's no real connection where it feels like the entire arm is firing.
Yeah, that brain's definitely moving different on both arms. That's for sure.
Yeah.
My right don't pull like my left. That's for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
I should probably start trying to write with my left hand just to fix that.
Ambidextrous.
Yeah, I ain't ambidextrous, but this can hold things very well. It's just like arm wrestling, it can't do well. Because arm wrestling is such a tricky sport.
Yeah. Shifty.
Oh yeah, you think you see somebody do something like a hook, or they just go, or they just look like they're going into a hook and go in side pressure. So you think you know what they're doing. And then you start, you can pull 5 different guys, and that same motion feels absolutely different every time. And it's all about those micro movements and how you direct yourself to attack it, and it's so hard to build up that instinct for it, you know, where you don't have to tell your arm what to do. It feels it and moves into it.
Yep. That's one of the biggest things too, because
instincts.
People who have been doing this 5, 10 plus years, that's what they've got on us. They have the experience, and also going into the competition, they're running off of instinct. They're running off of reactions.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to get. We're trying to get to where you just react so fast.
Yeah.
But that's also part of the process. You got to compete. You got to put the work in.
And also just being able to because arm wrestling is not like watching UFC. Where you watch UFC, somebody's throwing a jab, somebody's throwing a straight kick, knee, elbow, whatever, takedown. Like what you're looking at. When you're watching arm wrestling, you don't exactly see it until you either compete in it or you practice it or you've just been watching it for years.
To this day.
Yeah, so that's where hopefully we can help over time as we grow in insight. It helps you guys that are trying to get into arm wrestling that don't know that pick up on those little things also. So when you watch the sport, you start to love and appreciate the sport because it is all subtle. It is a very subtle sport, and that's what actually makes it beautiful and so addicting. Because you think you have it and then you try it and then it's not working and you're like, how do I improve that? How do I get that motion better, or how do I deal with that? I've beaten somebody doing that, but then I pull this guy. It's completely different.
Mm-hmm. It's like a game of chess. It's checkers when you're at the lunch table or with your boys, at the kitchen table.
Oh, yeah.
It's checkers. But when you're pulling somebody who knows what they're doing, you're pulling in a professional setting, it becomes chess. And it takes a lot. It's not just this move over that move. It's this countering that. This is we'll work against side pressure.
And then having the strength, the endurance.
The tendon strength. Exactly.
The bones ready for it. If your bones ain't ready for it, man,
too.
Yeah, that's why like all that table time is so big, all that training is so big, is because if your bones ain't ready for it, like you can get yourself in a bad position and like God forbid, like you try to fight through it and something snaps. But like as long as you make sure you take the necessary precautions and you're not fighting for anything too dangerous, if you're not ready for it, like I mean, you gonna be good. You ain't gonna have like anything terrible happen.
No, man. Ask Mike Brown how that works, dog.
I mean, yeah.
I
mean, like
you gotta be a select few. Mike Brown could get that.
Exactly. No, like or like Leo. Remember Leo?
Oh,
like dude's like way like I can't even. You could like if you try to put my wrist in the position it was, my arm would snap.
That's over.
Yeah, I pulled that, and I remember like, whoa, dude.
Yeah, it freaks you out. I can't watch him.
Man, so let's get one more though. One more from the Slaughterhouse that I personally really liked because I like these dudes, and that's Waldo and Alexander. Super heavies. Waldo got the.
Where's Waldo?
Waldo's SoCal guy now. Oh, SoCal dude, and and Alexander's also a SoCal dude now. He used to live in the Bay Area though.
Alexander is a stud. He's a cool dude.
Yeah.
He's really strong. And then you got Waldo with the catcher's mitt of a hand.
Yeah, dude's got a crab claw for a mitt, dude.
Yeah.
What?
If you don't
like,
know
like
Waldo,
big thumb also, or just like
he's got like a big this thing, like his thumb knuckle. But he's got fucking like his knuckles are like. Looks
like as if he was like a karate guy his whole life. His knuckles are just.
Yeah, like if he just punched cement blocks all day and beat the shit out of Coca-Cola cans and shit.
Yeah, you gotta imagine it makes it awkward.
Dude's
just trying to get a grip with that. You gotta imagine also, living your life like that, how strong that hand or how different that is compared to a normal hand. When you go and pull somebody like that, you don't know what you're expecting.
Exactly.
Yeah, I watched that match, and you guys who probably couldn't have watched that match, the video cut out during that one. The live stream.
It was live streamed?
The live stream, and I'm thinking Kane said he's going to try to get whatever he can footage to put it up on his site. Mm-hmm. But
he's got a site?
YouTube.
Yeah, I thought you were saying like he had a website. I'm like, we should put that in. Like.
So Waldo, Alexander, if you want to watch the match, go to Alexander's page. We'll drop it in the link maybe later because I can't remember. I don't want to butcher his last name.
I'll put it in the
Alexander B, man. Yeah, but they can't find the YouTube on Alexander B. But
if you can find it, send it to me. I'll put it in the link in the bio.
Okay, yeah, cool. But I watched the match, man. I thought, with no bias, I thought Alexander would beat him because his back pressure in his hand. I thought he could beat the weirdness of a Waldo grip. You know what I mean? But Waldo just had too much for him. You can't top roll Waldo, I guess. That's what the people say.
He just couldn't find Waldo.
Yeah, he couldn't find Waldo, man, which most of us can't. Most of us can't find Waldo.
No.
I've tried my whole life.
Hey, get those books away from me.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So I watched the dude, and I'm like, oh, shit, okay, it's going to be a crazy match. And lo and behold, man, Waldo's a stud, dude. I watched them pull, I think it was like a year or two ago at another California State a while back. I think it was like 2022 or something, maybe 23. And Waldo got him, but you know how tournament pulling is, because I watched Alex pull a bunch of studs that day on YouTube, and then I seen Waldo, and it was a little fight for a second. Then Waldo finally got him. I was like, oh, so when the rematch goes, this is gonna be really good, because super match format way different than tournament format. You know? What I mean?
I like super match way more.
I like challenge match, super match, whatever you want to call it. You know?
I feel like I learn from super match more. Even like when watching somebody, I learn from it more. With tournament, it's like next person. I'm like, it's almost like a fever dream with how things move so quick.
Yeah.
Like
I like both.
I personally don't enjoy watching it too much. I don't really like participating in it too much.
What, in tournament?
Yeah. Like
I like it when my class is called.
I like when I'm there, I enjoy watching it.
Right.
But like over video, I can't watch it.
Yeah.
Like,
unless I know who the group is.
Competing in it.
Yeah, and I think it's also because I can talk with the guys and stuff. But I mean, maybe it's because of just watching MMA my whole life. Just everything is like 5 rounds, 3 rounds. I understand exactly who is better because I get to see more of them against each other.
Right.
Like you could tell, oh, you just made this mistake, or oh, this person was just better.
Well, that's what's going to be good about this podcast, because we're going to explain these characters more often, and also we're going to learn about you guys in the SoCal area a little bit more. But also, we could bring in together all the California pullers, because once you could get a name to the face, it makes everything a little bit easier. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Makes everything a little bit easier.
Oh yeah, no, me, I don't do well on names.
Right.
You can put a set of words in front of me, and it don't mean nothing until I see a face.
Right.
Like
the Zacatropes, the Brendan Swells,
part of me sounds like you're making it up.
Yeah, Austin Fenelly's. A lot of people probably don't know about this guy, but he's a stud out here.
I feel like they gotta know a little bit about Austin.
Yeah, you feel like, but.
Oh yeah,
we know this guy.
Well, the only reason I say that is because I don't know anybody.
Right.
Other than the people that I meet, I don't know anybody outside of that. Yeah. If I haven't met you, I don't know you.
Waldo's one of those guys too, because people are like, "Oh, who's Waldo?" and they don't know who Waldo is. But then you say, "Oh, Waldo's the guy with that crazy hand," and people are like, "Oh yeah, I know Waldo."
I know him. Where is he at?
Does he wear a cool hat?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Hey, that's a good segue. I think I saw him in a sailor shirt too.
A sailor shirt?
The stripers?
The stripes?
Don't do that, man.
Red, white?
So,
no
that's
blue?
a good segue.
No blue pants. He does wear blue pants. I forgot about that.
He does wear the jeans. He wears the old Wranglers.
You were supposed to pull Waldo.
I was
Waldo's in your
supposed to pull him
Yeah.
the second North versus South.
I wonder why
So
he had
that-
a big hand.
Yeah, that brings us to our next topic. So Spencer almost had a match with Waldo last year, but it kind of fell through within the date switching and.
They
just
switched
stuff
up North
popping
versus
out.
South too, 3 times. I think it was 3 different dates that year.
Right.
And that last one, I was like, I can't make that date, dog.
So
I can't make that.
it'll happen eventually.
happens.
Possibly,
it'll happen.
But
It'll happen.
Waldo was supposed to have a match, I believe, with somebody else at North versus South. I think it got canceled. But
No, that's not there.
let's talk about North versus South 3, because there hasn't really been too much talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that's coming up here real soon.
Yeah, and
right?
it's coming up quick.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like nobody's been saying nothing either. I keep asking about it. I'm like, oh, when is this happening? What's going on? I'm just hearing nothing about it.
So there's a flyer out now. It's got almost close to 100 comments. So a lot of people are talking about it on that flyer. So we'll go ahead and we'll put that out there. We've been sharing on our pages too, but yeah, you know, like that's kind of why we're trying to start this, so we can start talking about it more. If stuff isn't getting promoted enough, let us know, and then we'll throw it in our cast and talk about it. You know, so with this being a big California event, we want to talk about it. We only have so much information, a few matches, but let's get into it.
I'll just go off a few, right? I'll just go off a few, and we'll talk about a few of the pullers that we do know, if you guys do know them. I think I only got 4 right now, and if you guys have some more, shoot them out to us before April 26th. That way, the next podcast, we can talk about you guys, talk about your matches, kind of set you guys up, let everybody else know who the hell you guys are. You know what I mean? Because we want to know these matches also, but
exactly.
We just need everybody to drop them in the comments. If you watch this podcast, drop it in the comments, because we will have another podcast before North versus South 3.
Right.
And we will be talking about whatever information you guys give us. We'll pump it out there, man.
We should
have. We want everybody that is watching California to know too. For like the Utah boys, the Arizona boys,
right?
Anybody in around Reno. If you guys want to come watch who the hell we are, and you want to come test the waters, you know, put your toe in the water. Yeah. At least you know a few names. You know what I mean? So
if I do my job right, then we should at least have a couple out before the next North versus South.
Yeah. So really quick, if you don't know, North versus South is a competition tournament style, super match style, where Northern California and Southern California meet up in the middle. I guess you could say it's the middle, but it's closer to SoCal.
Fight for
But
kings.
we meet up, and basically battle it out. We put up against our 200 guy versus their 200 guy, our super heavyweight guy versus theirs, so on and so forth. And we'll have a range of matches. And whoever has the most wins takes the crown. Mm-hmm. So that's just a quick explanation if you don't know. I'm assuming most people know, but that's just for if you don't know. And that happens every year. We've been to the first one. We couldn't make the second one. And now this is the third one.
And I've never been to either.
But it's slowly growing. It's getting sponsorships, you know, and right now it's a tight thing, but there's big talks in the future of, you know, some works.
Yeah. You can't come from out of state and pull in North versus South. That's just wrong. Unless
you're in Arizona, because that's going to happen soon.
Well, you can do after polls. You could do after polls, but I feel like
they want to do an Arizona versus California type situation.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's
cool. Super cool. But like North versus South is a California thing.
Yeah.
Like I would be super confused if somebody outside of it came in.
Right.
I'd be down to put a spanking on some of them Arizona kids though.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, like,
but that'd be a whole different event. That's gonna
arm sports, man. Arm sports. Shout out to arm sports.
You know.
Anyways, let's get into these few matches. I got 4 matches that I know for sure, right? And I know. Let me start with our teammate, right? Kyle, Big Chupa Souza, man.
Kyle the Savage Souza.
Yeah.
The Savage, dog.
Yeah.
Oh, who's his opponent?
He's looking skinny right now.
He's looking skinny, but
that
see
picture
his forearms, dude. His forearms look like a.
Well, that picture he sent me.
I'm gonna keep it very PG.
Oh.
He's veined up. He's veined up.
I think that's fine.
He's veined
up. But like, dude, when he sent that picture, I was almost like, that's photoshopped.
Yeah, holy shit.
Because I'm like, I know what you eat. There ain't no way.
Kyle, we know what you eat, man.
He's eating good now, man.
Versus Devin Dobb.
Devin
Dobb, another puller from Alpha Empire. Another puller from Alpha Empire.
Yeah.
We went out January.
Man, they're like Sac County over there. They just got a bunch of people.
Yeah, they just got a billion people, dude.
Got an extensive
Sac
list.
County, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to Sac County Arms right there, and not really Sac County, but
I'm not really a Sac County puller, but I started there, and I thought we might as well give you guys some support because you guys introduce a lot of people into the sport, and you guys got some great guys. I mean, Austin Fenley, and you got Santino. Some great guys.
Santino, man, Santino Morello Bravo.
Yeah, and they got some people coming up too. You know.
Yeah, they got some dudes. We'll talk about them another day because I need names, and I'm running off of North versus South right now, dog.
Yeah, let's get back to this.
So Devin Dobbs, Kyle Souza. Kyle Souza and Devin Dobbs went up against each other in UAL state champs.
California State.
Devin Dobbs took a spanking to Kyle left-handed, and then right-handed he got Kyle. He got him. But they took the match on North versus South, and I asked Kyle, I'm like, you guys going left and right? And he said, no, just right-handed. I guess he didn't want to go left. I said, well, if a guy beat me at that hand, I want that dude's head, that hand. But I don't know, man. Everybody's different, man.
Well,
Kevin Dobbs is hella swole, so maybe he just wants to get that get back.
Maybe.
He looks like an influencer type cat, so he knows.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he might want to get that dub back.
Just
man.
Like a bodybuilder guy?
Kind of.
About bodybuilder, he looks like powerlifter, dude. Like short, stocky, like a pit bull type situation.
Right.
Yeah,
but
so
that's
we'll
gonna
see
be.
how that goes. I think it's gonna be
good
fun,
match.
man. I think it's gonna be a fun match because they're both gonna be fresh, not tournament pulling.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be banging out.
Here's the thing: they don't know. When we competed in January, all of us traveled down as a team, and we all participated.
I mean, not all. I didn't make it.
Yeah, not all. Me, Spencer, and Kyle, and a few other guys. Jeff Ray, Brandon Brownfield. But we all came as a team, and so we all pulled on Saturday, which was the day for the open class. All of us pulled. And then Kyle decided to go ahead, and since we were staying for the next day, he decided to pull in those tournaments too.
Oh yeah, Devin Dobbs was an amateur. He's an amateur.
He pulled amateurs the next day, so that he wasn't fresh. So you gotta give him the benefit of the doubt, and I mean, a lot of time has passed.
But then also wasn't Kyle like hungover?
He was hungover.
We were all a bit hungover.
I mean, that night
we all partied on Saturday at the Airbnb we had. Me, Mike Brown, Jeff Ray, Zach, Kyle. We all had a good after pull, and not to mention we were pulling until.
Yeah.
God knows when, just arm wrestling until like 3 or 4, and then we went to pull that tournament. Yeah, so I mean, Devin Dobbs, man, it's going to be a fun match. Don't take my boy so short, man. Don't take my boy Kyle.
Oh, no.
Big Chupa Sousa so short, man. He's coming with firepower, I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
But Devin Dobbs, even though he pulled amateur, I think he's sandbagging. Because I know he's better than that. Because I seen him. I think he's... he wants to get his licks in right now, you know what I mean? Because I see him in the Alpha Empire with, shout out to Benji Mack. I see him post a lot of the videos at Derek's Alpha Empire practices, and I see him practice a whole lot. So I see who he's practicing with and who he's getting pulls with, and I know he's better than amateurs. But I get it. If you don't win gold in the amateur like you want to win or do, I get it. Teach his own, you know what I mean? But I do know he's better than majority of our amateurs. So this is going to be a good match. Really good match. Fun match. Because Kyle's coming, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Kyle's coming.
I mean, Kyle kind of did the same thing for a long time. Like, he just kept pulling in amateurs. And I kept telling him, I'm like, you don't need to be pulling in amateurs. I even told you, I'm like when you're, like, open will immediately be more aggressive, but like just have a little confidence and take the risk, you know.
It's hard, man. Nobody likes taking ass whoopings, you know what I mean? You look in the pool and you see a bunch of sharks, you're like,
maybe that's where I differ. Like, I don't mind taking an ass whooping because I know I'm getting better.
Yeah. No, I fully agree. That's kind of why I jumped in. I'm like, you know what? I'm not getting what I need.
Because I know how
I need to take those licks.
I know how strong I am, and whenever like it finally clicks, it's gonna be different. Right. But like, I mean, I've got a better idea, but that's only been recently within the last 3 months, and I've been pulling for like over 2.5 years, maybe 3 years.
Yeah, no, I agree.
No, it can't be 3 years. Either way, I don't remember. But yeah, like once that strength finally like connects with how I need to direct it, then I'll probably start having a lot of fun.
It's true, man.
Yeah, because the strength's already there.
Yeah. It's just not knowing how to direct it.
Let's go Paul Stevens, Robert Terry.
Oh, Robert Terry's pulling there?
Robert Terry. Left and right.
Okay, so
we got Terry pulling there?
Shout out
Come on, Terry.
Shout out Terry, man. Shout out Robert Terry and Terry, the Terrorizers.
Yeah,
So that's a rematch because they just pulled.
They had a tournament.
They
just pulled in the tournament.
I think it was the IFA. It wasn't Utah.
Oh,
it was
Vegas.
IFA. It was in Las Vegas. Yeah,
Vegas.
It's in Las Vegas. I watched that, and spoiler alert: Robert Terry got the best of him. I think he was right-handed. I can't remember exactly. It was like a month or two so ago. Very competitive though, because I was being a Robert Terry friend and fan. I thought damn, Paul Stevens, when I watched them go up against you, I watched it live. I watched it live on Facebook. So I seen it, and I'm like, oh, frig. Good luck, Rob. Good luck, Rob. And you know Rob don't give a crap who you are. You jump on that table, Rob.
No, not at all.
And, man, they got engaged, boom. But Rob didn't give up, boom, 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 boom. Immediately, I jump out the couch. Kids are looking at me. Like,
what's going on?
Who the hell are you watching, these two old dudes? I'm like, you don't even understand.
Yeah.
So Paul Stevens, if you guys don't know, stud out of SoCal. Older gentleman, not too old, but kicking ass. Dude looks like a goddamn fire hydrant, you know what I mean?
I mean, I don't think I know him. I don't think I met him.
You've probably seen him if I showed you a video of him or something. Possibly.
If he's pulling Robert, then that means he's in my weight class.
Mm-hmm. He is.
Probably now, but he dropped weight for a second.
Yeah, he dropped for a tournament and maybe something else, but...
he just did a temporary thing?
Yeah, well, the thing is, it's hard to, when you're cutting, it's not easy, dude.
No, cutting's not easy. I don't like it. I never liked it.
So, I don't think he's walking around at 205. So, I don't think he wanted to make that cut again. But he did early in the year, in January, when we seen him. He did make the cut.
Oh, nice. I mean...
Can't make the cut every time, man.
So they're going left and right. When we start finding out more matches, we'll do some predictions. That'll be fun. Anyways, they're going left and right. That is going to be a fire match.
Yeah.
Fire match, because Robert Terry's living it up on that table. And then Paul Stevens is no punk. He ain't no chump. If anything, he's a stud, you know what I mean? So that's going to be really fun. Anthony John, super heavyweight, out of Central Cal, Ricky Greer.
Oh, nice.
Also Central Cal guys. I think a lot of the SoCal heavyweights, a lot of people are injured right now. And
so that's why, we're not seeing too many names?
Well, for the why are we watching two Central Cal pullers pull each other? You know what I mean? That's what I'm...
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Well, I mean, Central, if it's at the... even if it's bordered, pick a side. If you're on the same team... Pick a side, player.
Yeah. I think this is just for fun right now, because whatever. But that should be a good match. I don't know. I know Rick's a veteran. Rick's a veteran, and Anthony John is an up-and-comer. So this is going to be a good battle to see where they're at. I recently just faced Ricky Greer, and he's a stud.
Oh.
Stud. Yeah, the one that we went to.
You recently faced both of them.
Yeah, well,
you
not in super match format, but I faced Anthony John. He's strong. I don't know. I'm not going to give my take quite yet, because I don't know. From what I felt, Anthony John recently got me at that tournament, but I still was. I feel that both of them are kind of the same pullers, but Anthony John only got one win on me ever, so that's it, I'm going to say. I'm still salty about that, man. Anthony John, you're a stud, man, but I don't know who's going to be. Yeah, but the way they pull is kind of the same. Quick, bang, bang to the side. I don't know who's quicker, because I was beat from that match. I was beat from the tournament. But when we pulled, I wasn't as fresh. In super match format, you come out fresh.
Right.
Tournament, you don't come out fresh. So I can't give a great assessment, because if you ask me if I'm fresh, I'm freaking ripping both those guys' arms off. But that's
but you're not in the match. We're talking about these two guys.
But for me to give my assessment.
I mean, he felt them both.
So that's what I'm saying. For me to say, who am I really giving? Whatever. I really want to watch this match, though, because I really like both these dudes. I like the way they pull, and I think this will be a banger. Because immediately, if nobody finishes each other fast, this is going to be a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Fight. So I don't know. I don't know if Anthony has enough horsepower to just blast off and rip it. Rick off the go. I don't know, because Rick's real tricky, and Rick's really fast. Ricky the Tricky Greer, man. So I don't know. This will be really good to see where Anthony really is at, and to be able to gauge where his strengths are at, because he's a lot newer of a puller than Ricky Greer.
He's not that much newer, dude. I mean, he's been pulling it's been a couple of years now. He's not,
newer than I'm saying he's way newer than Ricky Greer.
Obviously.
So that's what I'm saying. The new gun versus the tested gun. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the newer guy versus the more experienced guy. That's what I did because I was like, man, I'm a newer guy. I want to test myself with these guys, and did that. So this is what we're gonna get right now. The young guns coming out from California. Young gun meaning new, less experienced.
Right, of course.
He's an older dude too, but he's less ventured. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is gonna be good for NorCal because I think they live in SoCal. I think Ricky's like close to Bakersfield or something like that. And so
Really?
is and Anthony John is
do you-
CCE Central Cal with Jeff Ray. So we're gonna see what's up with that.
Right.
That'll be fun. I wish we had more super matches, super heavyweights out though.
Oh, I wish super
'Cause I'm a
matches
super
were happening
heavyweight.
more often because I prefer it that way. I'd rather fight and grind the rankings than just somehow get a boost just because I got lucky in a tournament.
Yeah.
Or like even if I felt like I got them, like you like wars happen or like just you beat them right off the go. Like I feel like a super match is the best way to really know like who's better. I know some of the guys that I meet don't like super matches, but I don't understand why. You know, like I get it. It's like, oh, this is stressful. I gotta attack this one person. I'm like, that simplifies everything for me. It's no longer randomized. You know.
Yeah, some people say they don't want to focus on one person for so many months when they could just rather go in a tournament and just you know what to expect. You know that you don't know what to expect actually. You're going in there knowing you're going to get a wild card. Rather than you're focusing on one set opponent for so long.
Oh, exactly. But like I feel like the one thing that makes super matching better is like if you're doing tournament, you're just perfecting your one move. And like you just hope that you have a second one in the bag or you never have to use it. But in a super match, you have to make sure that you do have other lanes. Cuz if you have those other lanes, because if your one move doesn't work because they were working super hard on nullifying that one move, then you now have another lane to attack. And I think that's what makes a better polar is because a tournament you're just perfecting like a one trick, but even in super matches guys will still work on the one trick, but at least those guys are dedicated to just they want to do that one thing. But I don't know. I like something that forces me to be well-rounded. And as time goes on, as I get closer to a match, like I start getting more hyped and I start getting more like anticipation, thinking that they're trying to outwork me right now.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I just lose.
Well, this should be good, man. Because like I said, this is the up-and-comer versus the already somewhat established puller. So we're gonna see really Anthony John is gonna prevail and be one of the next up-and-coming super heavyweights that we need in NorCal, because we need super heavies to kick ass, because those SoCal heavyweights are just right now just overpowering us. I mean, we got Tom and Elia, and I'm kind of trying to do something. Everybody, we got Casey, and now, the next, everybody's getting there, I think. So this will be really fun to see. Hopefully a great match, but, we're going to see who's prevailing and going to be the next, hopefully, for studs to kick some behind,
Yeah, it's up in the air, man.
But there's one I really hope, and I don't know for sure or not, is what I would really like, and I know Anthony John is way stronger left-handed, on the comments, it's not established for sure, but Heraclio Ramirez, I think is Heraclio for sure versus Anthony John left-handed. That's going to be something crazy because Heraclio is a machine left-handed. And Anthony John, I know his left hand is stupid nuts. So I hope that match comes in fruition. I don't know for sure, but I seen it in the comments and I seen a lot of name dropping.
They're saying that it might happen?
Yeah, they tag names to be like, hey, do you want to match with him? And
I
said
see,
yes.
I see.
And
oh, man, they're trying to set it up through comments?
Well, that's how the whole thing has been basically brought about. Like, if you want to match, drop it in the comments. So the post has 90 comments. But also, I know Spencer's been reaching out. So if you guys want us to talk about your match, or if he's reached out to you, hit us back so we can talk about it.
Man, hit me back. Stop ghosting me, man. Just talk. Because we want to talk about you.
Yeah.
Good or bad, I don't know yet. We'll see.
It's not all confrontational yet.
No, I'm just a big shit talker. But let's get on to the next and the last one, but the dopest one, I think. The most fun. Because this is a rematch. From the kitchen table to the arm wrestling table.
Oh.
I know this one.
From Popeyes to Taco Bell. We got...
It's a big competition. Taco Bell to Popeyes.
We got Michael Brown, Jeff the Ripper Ray.
Oh, Jeff the Ripper.
Yeah, dude.
Jeff the Ripper the stripper?
Jeff. Yeah, we got that one going down left and right.
Oh, that one will be cool. I
And
like
for
that.
those who don't know, this
dude.
is a street rematch.
2 intense pullers. You probably couldn't get more intense than this.
No.
Both of these dudes are going to be screaming at the top of their lungs, in each other's faces. Expect a bloodbath.
You're cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone's going to get cooked, dog.
Oh, yeah.
Someone's going to get cooked.
Well, that will be a fun one.
Yeah, so that's going to be fun, man. So they're going left and right. We'll get a little more details later as we go because that's going to be...
We've seen it play out. We've seen it in after pulls.
But after pulls don't mean nothing.
Yeah, that's something a little different.
Yeah,
so
but
this is the real deal.
We got to visualize how fun it will be.
Right.
We're not going to say who got better or who got their ass kicked, who did what. We're just going to say, God damn it, that was good.
It's going to be fun.
Damn, that was good,
makes
dog.
sense.
I cannot wait. I don't know who will win, but I know who will win. Actually, I do know who will win.
The fans, the audience,
We
you
will,
guys,
man.
us.
We will, man. I know I'm going to be front row for that one.
Yeah.
I don't care, man. That's the one. I got to find out when that's going. If I'm working, I got to make sure I get off on a certain time because I want to watch them just screaming at each other. And how Mike goes, just yelling deep, dog. And he's like 6'7", and everybody else is like, because he's a $185 or something.
Yeah,
And he's
yeah,
like
no,
6'4",
like
dog.
the video you showed me, I was like, oh, he is pretty skinny.
Yeah, but his arm was like,
Oh yeah, no,
gorilla, dude.
all his weight is here, bro.
Yeah, man. Fuck.
Yeah, but that's going to be coming up at the end of the month. But the
April
next
26th.
April 26th.
April
But we
26th.
have something coming up really soon. It's SAC Evo.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Over in
well, yeah,
Santa
we'll
Clara.
get all. Yeah, I could talk about.
Oh, wait,
we'll
no.
talk about the tournaments.
Not Sac. Sac Evo is not
Oh,
in
it's
Santa Clara.
Santa Clara Evo.
Yeah. Oh, so you were talking about that? Yeah. There's this Saturday, so in 2 days is going to be the Santa Clara expose. They're going to have some cool
Expo.
things. Yeah. But I mean, expose, whatever.
Expose is.
It's a fitness expo. All right, whatever. You know what? Maybe I just think expose is a fun word.
It sounds nice. Sounds right.
Yeah.
Sounds tight.
But it is a fitness expo, and they're going to have things like MMA, Muay Thai, pancrase, arm wrestling, of course, bodybuilding, strongman, powerlifting, Olympic weightlifting. I think they have skateboarding there. Boxing, like point boxing.
Nice.
No, dude. Oh, I would love it if there was nights, like night fighting,
Yeah.
dude. Boo hurt, dude.
Yeah, we need
But you got to go to a special Renaissance festival for
streets
Boo
need
hurt.
that.
They were doing that
Or
in,
LA.
the January,
Reno,
LA.
they have it in Reno
Boomer?
too. Reno too.
Oh, dude, I want to get into that so bad. Like
Well,
I have
so
it in
we
the
got-
list, like the armor and the weapons I would do. Like,
Jesus.
yeah. But that's like a $6,000 deposit, so that's not fun.
Get a great
But-
sword.
So this weekend
Oh,
we got.
an executioner sword.
Yeah.
So like an executioner sword, it's like the width of my hand. Like the grip is about like I want to say 10 to 12 inches long, and dude, it's like a cricket bat hitting people. And not only is it cool, like it's so cool. It's so cool.
Yeah, if I get something, if we got so much armor, frig a sword, dude. I need something to just plant into your chest and just knock
dude.
the
He's
wind
a
out of
mace
your
kind of
shit.
guy.
Well,
Yeah, I'm a
it-
mace. I'll be a
Oh.
mace, dude.
So-
Because
so-
I'll just knock your shit back, dog. I mean, a sword,
The
it's
conqueror.
cool, but I might as well hit you with a bat.
You'll be
So I'll hit
surprised.
you with a
Yeah,
fucking
you'll be
heavy
surprised. Like that armor is durable, but like it, like
Yeah,
from
but
when
you're
I
not gonna
watch it, it's
samurai
like those
slice
guys.
somebody or something.
No,
And
no,
if you
no,
stab
yeah.
hard enough, you could maybe
But you're
dent
not allowed.
something.
You're not allowed to stab.
Yeah, so I need the
makes
mace
sense.
because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to just plant one on you.
Yeah, but like grappling is a big deal in Boo Hurt. It's like very
Yeah.
like judo focused. Like,
I like
but
it.
like I love whenever like.
I like to watch it at least.
Oh, I love watching it. I watch it all the time.
Hey man, so let's get back to focus right now.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Evo this Saturday. That was what? Not San Jose.
Santa Clara.
Santa Clara. Mm-hmm. Then we got the Cocopah. You got money out there. That's an event you could actually.
Where's the Cocopah?
Win some dough. That is.
Is that Arizona, Utah?
I think that one is.
I think it's Arizona.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Arizona, dude.
It's another one, a big UAL event that Bill's putting on.
Oh, yeah, that one's Arizona.
Yeah, I think it's Arizona, yeah.
Last year,
this 12th.
all the Armenians went from SoCal.
Yeah,
Saturday also. Saturday also.
David Agian.
Arson kicked ass, man.
Yeah, he did really well at
Arson kicked some Heine.
East versus West.
You did together there, too, yeah.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah, that was a cool match.
He kicked Sharkovich's Heine, even though, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you got the, for the Cocopah, the MC will be Aussie arm wrestler. Aussie arm wrestler, yeah.
MC?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
MC?
Yeah, the guy like fucking talking like announcer, MC, the guy keeping everybody flowing, keeping it going. You know what I mean? So that'll be really cool for those who are picking like where should I go? Pick where you want to go, but you might meet Aussie arm wrestler. That'd be I don't know. It sounds cool. I don't really. Whatever. UAL Patterson May 31st. That's a staple, man. Let's lock that one down. Lock that one down. Any NorCal pullers, lock it down. Any SoCal pullers who want to come invest in a history, come by. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Patterson's always a big name, and I have missed it every year that I've been pulling.
That's where my first tournament was.
Yeah, and I've missed it every year. So it has been like 2.5 years that I've been pulling, because this would be the third one, because I missed only 2.
Yeah, so you got to make this one.
Yeah, so I've been pulling about 2.5 years.
You got to make this one. There's going to be some news for the UAL Patterson one. We'll drop probably within this next month for sure. Some big news on those. UAL San Jose, June 28th. Some big super matches to be announced. When they're ready to be announced, they will be announced, and everybody will hear about them.
Right.
So we got events back to back to back.
WSA also, that is a qualifier to be able to win some big money. That is also on June 28th.
Is that in
That's
Vegas?
in San Diego.
Oh, San Diego.
Yeah, that's the Greg Sharp event. So I don't know, depending on what you want to do in California, that's the qualifier for the big money prize, WSA. I'll get into the big money.
If you think you can win it.
Well, no, it don't matter if you can win it. This is the qualifier to win the big money.
Right.
So yeah, if you think you can win the big money, you come and qualify. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're right. If you think you can win that money, you come to WSA and come qualify.
Yeah. And at least if you're like not sure, but you're up there, you might as well take your chance at a qualifier to get a good idea of where you are at. Because who knows, maybe a year will change everything, and the next a year or two, and all of a sudden you're winning the qualifier, and you're in a chance for that money. So
yeah, and you could fight Corey West.
And the good thing about that one is they're filming it, so they have a whole production crew. So they're putting it on. I think the plan was to originally put it on Amazon, but right now it
was Tubi. Then it was.
What's it on now?
Yeah,
is it on Amazon?
A bunch of platforms.
Amazon would be better. Amazon would.
You have to pay for it on Amazon.
But the biggest thing is, so there's a production team behind it, and it's paying out all the way until 8th place.
Yeah, that's
big.
Oh, that's
really
a big
cool.
deal. That's a big deal.
Yeah, we'll go over how much and what you'll be making and what place and later on. You know what I mean?
Hey,
if it can pay everything dialed down.
If it can pay for your flight out, if you get 8th and it pays for your flight out, hey, that's just a fantastic free experience essentially, or low cost experience.
And that's give or take a good amount of tournaments within the next 2-3 months. There's probably some in between, and if there anything we missed, drop it in the comments. That way we can read them and be able to pump out more info.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, let us know what's up. That's pretty much California right now that I know of until we can get you some more info on the Evo this weekend and the Cocopah, because I'm going to watch that. I'm going to watch the live stream. So I'll be able to let you guys know who doesn't watch the whole live stream. My boring life, I'll take the time to dedicate all 6 hours to watching.
Hey.
So I'll pump out that info when we got the time. Make sure we get you that info. I'll do a little bit more detail on that way we could talk a little bit more about every puller because I can't wait to see who even pulls up to the Cocoa Puck. And I could be butchering this name also. But with money on the line, money on the wood goes good, man. Money on the sight, boys fight. Money on the sight, boys fight. So let's see what goes down. I really can't wait to see who goes out there. Yeah, because SoCal brings the pullers, but it's in Arizona too. So who knows? You might get some studs coming out from out there. You got like the Tim Talmadge's dudes and stuff like that. You got.
California hasn't really had like good money tournaments in a while, so they're gonna be
just
searching
put some
for the
federale
money
in your pocket, man. Come take UAL's money. Take their money right from their pockets, dude.
Exactly.
Put it in your pockets.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, and then just drop it in the info. Drop any info you guys want in the pod or want to hear about anything different. Shoot.
Well, this is what we're trying to do, and we're gonna get better, obviously, but we want to provide everybody with the most information about California arm wrestling. So if we get it, we're gonna put it out. So talk to us, and we're gonna reach out too with all the teams. There's a lot of teams, so we've already got a list compiled, thanks to Santino, of all the teams and some of the consisting members and whatnot. So
we're going to have these videos, which are going to be dedicated towards announcing and updating about tournaments. Then we're also going to have our fun videos, like where we're just like loose and just like talking about things like MMA, other sports that are happening, whether it be WWE, like whatever you guys watch.
Medieval sword fighting.
Oh, I'll be updating you on Booher, that's for sure. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
And but yeah, just we'll have our loose ones, but these ones we do want to make sure we're clear and concise and everything is smooth and effective, like efficient and effective about how we communicate. But
yeah, you know what? Let me say one more thing. Next week, Tuesday, April 15th, there will be the Bicep Bash in Arizona. That'll have Brendan Allen, powerlifter Brendan Allen. You probably heard of him.
Oh.
Yeah,
That Brendan
Allen?
Oh.
Then you got him versus.
Is he an arm wrestler?
Yeah, he's an arm wrestler now.
Oh,
Jesus
wow.
Christ, dude.
We'll
We'll get him boosted up, dude. We'll get him boosted up.
Yeah, no, I don't know any arm wrestlers.
So-
That's my fault.
We got Brendan Allen versus Don Underwood. Fire match. We'll get the pay-per-view. We got to watch that. Don Underwood's a stud, man. Don Hollywood Underwood. This is pretty much like Brendan Allen. You got to do something, man, because you're fighting Brian Shaw soon.
Yeah.
So if you can't get Don Underwood.
Oh, it's that Brendan Allen.
Yeah. So if you can't get Don Underwood.
Yeah.
Man, I gorilla, dude.
I thought you were talking about a different Brendan Allen. Like I saw him and I was just like, oh, he's an arm wrestler, and then for some reason I thought you were talking about somebody else.
Oh yeah, Brendan Allen.
You got some other big guys though, right?
And then you got Saray Brown versus Leroy Walker. This is why I want to talk about this because we got a few guys out of California.
Right.
And then Brendan Allen's right there in Las Vegas, Saray Brown, stud. Just came back from the underground.
He's working with Brian Shaw.
He's working with Brian Shaw. Bunch of bald dudes. No, I'm just
Fitting that they had Todd.
Yeah, so the first four pullers I named.
Imagine all that wax.
Well, let's talk about our other California boy.
Saray Brown versus Leroy Walker, though. Leroy Walker, we all know him.
Right.
He could.
I mean, I don't.
He's got the world
Leroy Walker, the
record
the bench pressure.
on strict.
The first
bench press.
Yeah, at first
I'm
he was
actually not
like the
record.
first dude to get like 600 or 700 or something.
So
And then
he's
he
an
does
older
like a
guy?
strict curl.
So he's an older
No,
guy?
he's like maybe like 40, mid-40s. Not that old.
So he can't be the first person to bench 600, unless it's
maybe
like
7 then.
unless
It was
it's
crazy.
like,
It was strict. It was not with the straps or none of that bullshit.
Yeah.
He was a like ranked. Like he beat one of the records at that time.
Yeah,
Until
I know.
Eric Spoto just fucking.
Oh yeah, no,
went
Eric Spoto.
stupid.
Yeah.
And then
And then you
Julius,
got Cyril Karachev and
yes.
Julius Maddox.
Yeah. So anyways, you got the.
The only
Leroy
reason I know-
Walker was one.
The only reason I know those names is just because like
They're the least. They're like
well you
Michael
can't
Jordan of weightlifting.
well like you can't avoid them, so I don't pay attention to bench pressing.
Yeah.
I pay attention to strongman mostly. Like I know powerlifters just from growing up. I don't know really any bodybuilders now,
Yeah.
but like strongman, I love watching strongman. And but like Yeah, so that's why I don't really know Leroy Walker. But I mean, like Eric Spodos to Julius Maddox, like you can't avoid those names in the fitness
hell
industry.
not the best of the best of the best. Those guys are.
Yeah.
So, but the main one I wanted to talk about is my boy Ryan Ballesteros, man, versus Jordan Sill.
Let's go.
Jordan the Thrill Sill, man.
Let's go.
And what I didn't say, Saray Brown. Let me go back to that match because Saray Brown just went to the Underground, which was a dope event through by Greg Brown and
Robert Baxter. Super
dope. And Saray Brown fought Wayne Withers. Beat him, which was nuts to me. But I guess the training that he's been doing with Brian Shaw, set it into. He looked different. He looked way different.
It would make sense. I mean, you're training with the guy that knows how to get stronger than literally anybody else.
And then Wallace Dilly put a hurting on Saray. But Wallace Dilly, I mean, we could talk about him another day. Wallace Dilly got Saray. He lost that one. And then but him versus Wayne Withers, fire match. So that's what happened there. I think Saray, it's going to be a good match. But Saray, man, good luck, Leroy, man. I hope, Leroy, you kick ass beating California, dude. I hope you do. But let's talk about Ryan Ballesteros, Jordan Sill. Jordan Sill also was just on the Underground card with Saray.
Yeah.
Weighing in at what, like 230?
Yeah, and Jordan beat Ron Bath. And Ron Bath
handedly.
Legendary. Legendary.
And Ron Bath looked like a machine. I mean, he was gillied up.
Is he? He's not a California guy, is he?
No, he's an older gentleman also, though. He's
like an American 60, goat, dog. American goat. He's under like John Brzenk type accomplishments situation, right. You know? But Ryan Ballesteros is fighting up, man. He's punching up.
Hey.
Because he's fighting a stud, dude. Yeah. Stud.
I mean, he wants to make a name for himself. You gotta shoot for the stars.
I think they might have fought a few years back in like a round robin. I don't remember how exactly that went. I'm pretty sure it was like him, Jody Williams, Paul Talbot, I want to say. A bunch of studs in that little round robin. But Yeah. Anyways, I don't know who won that one, but I know they probably arm wrestled before. And they probably arm wrestled a bunch in between because they're in the same weight class. But this is going to be a whole different story. I've been watching Ryan Ballesteros train on little clips and whatnot. I wanted to say, damn, I got Ryan Ballesteros all the way until I saw what he did to Ron Beth, and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, that's pretty tricky.
This is going to be a good match because Ryan is a fire plug, dude. He's a
Well, Ryan's been putting up numbers, too. If you guys follow him, he's putting up numbers. He's been putting in work.
Just get stronger.
Yeah.
And Jordan Sill's also putting in work.
Yeah, but then table time, man, we'll see, because we'll see if Ryan could get out, if he could bang with them. If not, if he could get to the strap, because that Jordan Sill containment in that hand, once he gets locked in, boom, that cupping, it's nasty, dude. But I wanted to talk about that because that's 2 California pullers and a Las Vegas puller. That's coming up April 15th, Tuesday.
Whose event is this?
And it's a bicep bash. It's a bicep bash. It's supposed to be a pay-per-view tournament. It's actually, I didn't bring up the match.
Tuesday's such a weird day.
It's John Thompson, Uncle John, Canadian American. I don't know what the hell. He's a very lively dude.
I mean, if he's Canadian, he technically is American.
I like the way you're thinking. So he's gonna be fighting Rick Steiner. Rick Steiner, the WWE guy. So I don't know. I didn't really bring up that match because I don't know if that's really a match or not. But you know how WWE is. And Rick Steiner's freaking 70 years old, dude. He popped both his chest pecs and shit, dude. Come on, player.
So I don't know. Scott Steiner's event.
Yeah, it is Scott Steiner's event.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Bicep bash. Yeah, it's going to be cool. It looks cool, but the tournament, you pay for I think it's like a $10 pay-per-view, but you get to watch those 4 matches, and you can watch the cool tournament that they're going to have.
All right.
Which they're going to have a lot of good pullers at. So
yeah, Tuesday's such a weird day. Is it like...
It is weird.
It's
I don't
live
know what...
streamed?
Yeah, because pay-per-view.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay. Yeah, Tuesday. What a weird day.
I don't know. I thought I'd bring that up because it's California, too. So
we want to wish you guys some luck, man. Good luck to you guys going out there traveling.
Yeah, come back and bring the gold.
Ryan, kick some ass, man.
Yeah.
Ryan, Leroy, let's bring this shit back to California, dudes.
Oh, yeah.
Let's bring it back to California, man. Bring the horsepower over here.
Yeah, come on.
If you guys can beat those guys, then that just goes to show you where California's at. Because I think we got a lot of good pullers that just haven't showed out. You know what I mean?
I think there's been like a shift where like NorCal guys are really like looking at it as like a sport opportunity instead of like oh, this is just a fun thing that I do. Like, I mean, more teams are being formed, and like guys are actually training seriously. Like, I mean, and then more tournaments are happening.
There's so much growth.
Yeah. I think we're like we're in the blossom of something new here. And,
hell yeah.
And so it's gonna be real cool. It's gonna be real cool. Like as time goes on, like I know we're working hard, and we're gonna be we're making sure that we're crossing our T's and dotting our I's. And
you guys will see that we'll pump out a lot more content, and not everything.
No, of
but
course
you guys
not
will see
everything.
a lot more content and see a lot more progression. And also when we travel to practices and stuff, we'll make sure we get more content for you guys to see other teams and other people on that team, and just dive a little more on the personal aspect, like who is this guy? Who is this guy?
Yeah.
And then when I come out to your town, like, man, well, who the hell does this guy just beating the hell out of my team? Like, oh, that's that guy.
Yeah.
So that's what's gonna happen, but it is what it is.
Yeah, and hey, if you beat us, you get our respect. But we're coming back for you.
And also, we won't post that video, but no, I'm just playing, man.
No,
it's gonna be all fun. Yeah, right.
You'll never see us lose here.
Man, but the best you guys could help us is telling us what you guys want to hear, what we're doing, what we can do to help the community. Because everything we're doing here in this little rectangle table is helping the community.
Yeah.
And also, we like to talk about arm wrestling and other random bullshit. You know what I mean? So it's just let's do it and let's have a good time, man. Let's have a good time. And I hope to keep pumping out this content. I hope you guys watch it. I hope you guys like it. And like and subscribe to this, man.
Oh,
like and subscribe, man.
Like, subscribe, share, and keep the conversation going in the comments.
Yeah.
Comment, man.
Because we're going to be looking at all the comments, and we will be replying.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like one thing for sure for the time being is things will be rough for now, like video wise and just what we can catch recording. But I promise you, we all promise you, as time goes on, we'll be able to catch more things, or we'll be able to videotape more things. We'll be able to post, or like all our posts will become or get better quality as time goes on. It's just right now we're a bunch of arm wrestlers that literally have no experience doing this, and we're all just learning as we go. So just stick with us as we grind through it, and we hope we're there for you guys as we are for ourselves. So yeah. And the Savage Armbenders.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Savages, man. We want to pump out the info in the news, man. Keep it going.
Yeah.
Keep it going. I can't stress it enough. Put it in the comments. Let us know. Let us know the news. Get us California. And let's let the other states know. Let's speak to them, man. Let the people know if they want to hear about a California event. You're going to hear it here, guys.
Exactly.
If you want to come out from New York, if you want to come out from Florida, I know you Florida people be arm wrestling. You know, I know you guys are studs out there. And any other state, you know what I mean? Jersey, them Jersey boys are murderers, dude.
Yeah.
Come out to California, and we're going to pump out this information to keep you guys posted.
Yeah. And so
playing, man.
And so that has been the California Arm Wrestling Podcast. We are the Savage Armbenders. And thank you for tuning in and just staying through with us. We're out.
Yeah, we are the CAP, and you are the SABs.
That.
Let's go.